while we do try and save a lot of money by cutting back on things, we have to buy food, and the cost of filling your grocery cart is much higher now than it was just a couple years ago. We know that you need every penny for essentials, so we wanted to know where to find the best deals and also take a look at what is behind the price increases.
Yeah, Rochelle Turner went shopping at 3 major stores and spoke to a local economist about what's driving these increasing trends with prices. She's joining us live this morning with what she uncovered. Good morning, Rochelle.
Good morning, Amy and Haley. H-E-B had the best deals, followed by Walmart and Kroger, which was the most expensive. Now, I went shopping in Sugar Land, and the UH professor I spoke to says the neighborhood and value of homes could determine the cost of each items at the grocery store. So I purchased the same items at each store. I got eggs, milk, cereal, bananas, rice, bread, Lay's potato chips, chicken, toilet paper, Tide laundry detergent, shampoo, body wash, and a case of water. Now at H-E-B, the total was $60.61. At Walmart, it was $64.67, and Kroger was $72.19. So I showed the receipts to economics professor Dietrich Vollrath at the University of Houston, and we compared some of the prices. For example, Eggland's best eggs at H-E-B was $3.79. At Walmart, they were $3.42, and Kroger $3.49. So when it comes to the cost of different items, Professor Vollrath says it's not just about the product, but the customers the grocery stores serve.
What you'll usually find is what's happening is, say that Kroger is in a little more affluent neighborhood, maybe the incomes are a little higher, maybe the house values are a little higher, and that store is getting pitched towards people that are a little more financially secure. And maybe in this case, that H-E-B, the cheapest one, that's probably in a neighborhood that maybe isn't super affluent, that maybe the house prices haven't been going crazy, maybe there's a little more unemployment in the area, and so those prices are getting geared towards that neighborhood. So these stores individually are kind of adjusting to their clientele. And what they're banking on is the fact that if you live near that Kroger and you're doing okay, you probably aren't thinking hard about going to a different store.
Now, the professor and I also talked about President-elect Donald Trump, who has said he will lower grocery prices at the grocery store. Now, Professor Vollrath says it will be very difficult for his administration because prices are set by a market and it depends on the supply chain. He adds that tariffs would actually increase prices. In October, grocery prices kept climbing. The Food at Home Index, which tracks grocery store prices, went up by 4.1% compared to last year. From September to October alone, prices rose by 0.3%, with fruits, vegetables, and baked goods seeing the biggest jump. So it kind of just depends on where you shop and the area you go to. I will add that H-E-B did have a discount on some of the items we purchased.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're doing this story, Rochelle, because I find this so fascinating, grocery prices. And I did a lot of these same comparisons, but well before the whole inflation and all the prices started rising. And I used to say, oh, I'm going to start going to Joe V's. You know, it's that low-cost warehouse owned by H-E-B. And even there, like the price difference between a regular H-E-B and Joe V's that are in some of these lower income areas, it's huge. And it's the same products.
Yes, and we're actually going to follow back up. We're going to do some more shopping, get the same items in about 6 months, and then, of course, a year from now to try to see what the difference is.
But I will tell you,
good idea to do that.
I mean, that $12 difference between H-E-B and Kroger is huge, and it didn't used to be that way. Used to be they were like neck and neck.
Right.
Because these are things that you have to buy weekly.
Right.
So $12 a week is a lot of money.
Right. It can add up. Definitely can add up.
All right. We look forward to seeing more of these stories. Thanks so much,
Rochelle.
Rochelle.